People of South Sudan in their years of struggle have experienced the important work of the UNHCR and its partners. They have protected our citizens, fed, sheltered them, and supported them in maintaining their dignity away from harm. In these difficult days, since our independence last year, we are faced with continued working. We are continually working with UNHCR in addressing the needs of hundreds of thousands who have been displaced to our country by conflict in the neighboring country. Mr. High Commissioner, we are grateful for your dedication to understanding the issues that faces the young nation. South Sudan aligned itself with a statement made yesterday by His Excellency Ambassador Umar Hilal, Permanent Representative of the Kingdom of Morocco, on behalf of the African group. Madam Chair, it is adverse that the causes of human suffering are mostly man-made, but also auspicious that man has the conscience to mitigate the suffering of his fellow man. South Sudan, as a young country, apart from dealing with refugees crisis and its northern border, it is confronting tremendous challenges being a new state. It has never had infrastructure. We all know in post-conflict situation, the affected turn to rebuilding their lives and reconstructing the ruins of war. It is not the case in our situation. We have never had what is to be rebuilt or reconstructed. There were no functional communication and transportation systems. We therefore are building and constructing right from nothing. The fighting in Sudan early this year has resulted in new influx of refugees whose estimates are around 210,000, mainly women and children. More than half of those numbers are children below the age of 11. This age group is suffering the most. Their mothers or other caregivers are often also sick and weak and cannot look after them properly. They are malnourished. The majority of Sudanese refugees in Unity State concentrate in Yelda camp site, where they settle spontaneously on crossing the border from South Kordofan. In Yelda camp, health reports show serious outbreak of disease from time to time. The reports also indicate an average of at least 5 children dying each day from this disease, most from diarrhea and severe infection. Similar situation also exists in Batal camp in Upper Nile State, which hosts around 32,000 refugees. The protracted security situation in the border area between Unity State and Sudan, Southern Kordofan, remains volatile. Although the humanitarian agencies are doing their best, lack of adequate funding remains a concern. To alleviate this security concern, local authorities in Unity State are encouraging refugee leaders on mobilizing people to move from Yelda to the nearby counties of Pariang and Nyar, which are located further south for better security. Agencies continue to move new arrivals from the border to Pariang town, where schools and health facilities are available. Madam Chair, we have mentioned the difficulties in infrastructure. Delivering food and health supplies is complicated affairs, especially during the rainy season. It will continue to hamper our effort of reaching the refugees camp. We are also concerned that the conflict might intensify in this dry season, which may continue to drive many out of their natural habitat to our northern borders. As we all seek political solutions to conflict in Sudan, we must not forget to address the dire situation of refugees in southern Kordofan and Blue Nile, states of the Sudan. I'm pleased to inform you that our Parliament has recently passed the Refugee Act, which complements our Nationality Act, both designed to ensure that all people of South Sudan are able to enjoy the right of citizenship. We are also pursuing accession to key international instruments, including the 1951 Refugee Convention and all relevant instruments. And finally, Madam Chair, my government is doing its best to address the needs of refugees. It is our hope that the agreement signed last week between my country and the Sudan will help us strengthen our cooperation and enhances our ability as two sisterly countries to resolve our differences amicably. However, the international community must continue to lend a hand of support because we have reached this far without, with the help of mediation of the United Nations and the African Union. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Soudan and Brunei into Unity State and into Upper Nile. Indeed, we are dealing with areas that have almost no infrastructure, and the few infrastructure that exist have been destroyed by the rainy season. And so to be able to provide assistance in these circumstances is extremely challenging, and we were forced at a certain moment even to assume contracts related to road construction and road repairs that of course go far beyond what we would like to be doing. We should be more concentrated in the support of the refugees themselves, but there is no other way in order to make sure that we get there. The conditions are extremely difficult, as you mentioned, and in particular in either camp we have an additional problem, which is the difficulty in maintaining the civilian and humanitarian character of the camp, since the camp is penetrated by all kinds of armed groups, and it's very close to a border where even a bombardment once existed in the past. We have made enormous requests in order for the relocation to take place to a safer area that also would have benefit from the logistic point of view. Until now, it has only been possible in a very limited scale, and of course, we very much count on your government's support to make sure that that happens, as important as it is even preferred in your intervention. Of course, I can only also express, even if that goes far beyond our mandate, our satisfaction in relation to the recent agreement that was reached between the two presidents, and hoping that that agreement can be extended to all the other areas that became pending when the comprehensive peace agreement was established more than 6 years ago.